Hey Premier Planet, Justin Barlow here, and I'm here to fill you in on all the action you might have missed out on if you weren't in the house this last Saturday night for Premier Pro Wrestling. We started off the evening with a one-on-one match, the #1 contender to the PPW World Heavyweight Championship, Anakin, going one-on-one against the big Russian, the Soviet sympathizer, Nikolai Zhukov. Now Zhukov had an advantage in size in this match, but Anakin, more experienced, more agile, as you can see from the footage. He slices the bread, gets a 1-2-3, and makes himself a nice victory sandwich in the opening contest on his way to the main event to challenge for the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. Following that match, one-on-one action. Let me preface by saying there was a scheduled tag team match between Sem Sei and Enestra, the PPW World Tag Team Championships, taking on Wolfman Huck and Chase Gosling. 3 out of 4 of those competitors were also placed in singles matches. The first match was between Sem Sei and the Bone Dawg, Bryce Akers. Now in this matchup, Sem Sei kind of ran roughshod over Bryce, but may have gotten a little bit too cocky, because as he delivered a superplex from the top rope, Bryce was able to tie up Sem Sei's legs and get a pinfall over the tag team champion, but that's when the Science Marcus Smith snuck into the ring and attacked Bryce Akers from behind. Marcus looking to make a statement in PPW and trying to go through one of PPW's fastest rising stars to do it. And this Saturday night, the match has been signed one-on-one. The Science Marcus Smith will take on the Bone Dawg, Bryce Akers. Following that contest, one-on-one action, Not Bad Chad versus Honest Connor Corr. Now, during the course of this match, Connor, of course, really being a fan of taking those shortcuts, Connor tries to utilize the ropes to steal a pinfall over Chad, but that's when Chad made turnabout fair play. Chad gets Connor into a pinning predicament and actually utilizes the ropes himself to give Connor a taste of his own medicine, and Not Bad Chad picks up a victory over the self-proclaimed feminist and sportsman this last Saturday night. And following that match, we resumed the best of 7 series between 0-1 and Skye Blue. If you remember, going into this match, 0-1, 3-1, 1 victory away from total victory in the series, but Skye Blue came back in this match and was able to pick up the win. Skye Blue now has 2 wins to 0-1's 3 wins. Skye Blue still has a gap to close, but if we've seen anything from Skye Blue, it's that she's going to put all of her heart and all of her focus until the very, very end. And don't forget the added stipulations to this series, folks. A couple of weeks ago, Cali Young was supposed to face Skye Blue in one-on-one action, but created the stipulation that if Skye could win the series, she would get Cali in a one-on-one match, whereas if Zero wins the series, he's going to get favors, I guess, from Cali Young. So a lot more on the line than just pride in this best of 7 series. Then when we came back from intermission, one-on-one match. It was the hunk with the tree trunks, Chase Gosling, taking on Enestra and Sem Sei's associate, Jose Acosta. Now in this matchup, Jose really did shine in this match. Chase Gosling is a 3-time PPW champion. Jose really shining in this match, but Chase Gosling really proving dominant in this contest that was until outside interference forced the referee to throw the match out. Enestra and Sem Sei enter the match, but close behind them is Chase's tag team partner, Wolfman Huck, and we kick off our tag team match right then and there at Chase's request. And in this tag team match, again, outside interference, this time from Jose Acosta, bringing that kendo stick into the mix, but right behind him is the 6'5", 270-pound Jay Bradley, who gets a hold of the kendo stick and not only uses it, but snaps it like a toothpick into about 4 different pieces. This thing is pure bamboo, one of the strongest fibers in the natural world. Jay Bradley just snapping it like a twig, and that started the one-on-one match between Jay Bradley and El Mero Mero Enestra. And in this matchup, again, outside interference causes the disqualification. Jay Bradley walks away with the victory, but Jay Bradley was pretty disappointed that he wasn't able to prove his dominance over Enestra through a pinfall or a submission. And after that, we went into our main event for the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. It was Anakin challenging the reigning champ, the symbol of excellence, Matt Vine, for the title. Anakin obviously earning that spot 1 week ago, and we're going to roll the footage and you can see for yourself what went down at the close of this contest.
Come on.
World Heavyweight Champion, the symbol of excellence, Matt Vine.
So despite fighting with all of his heart and all of his soul, Anakin goes for an aerial offense, tweaks up his knee on the landing, which allows Matt Vine to lock in a figure 4 submission, and with a little help from the ropes for added leverage, makes Anakin tap out and retains the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. But here is the big news, folks. We announced 1 week ago we were going to have a major announcement for future implications here at Premier Pro Wrestling, and it was announced this Saturday night that every title match will now be contested under 2 out of 3 falls rules, and the first championship match to be contested under this new rule is going to be Matt Vine defending again against Anakin. Premier COO Randy Ritchie really impressed with Anakin's heart and determination in the match this last Saturday. Grants Anakin another chance to become PPW champion again in 2 out of 3 falls, which is going to be a standing stipulation from this point forward in regard to our championship matches. Also coming up this Saturday night, Sem Sei will team with Jose Acosta to take on the team of Chase Gosling and, oh, look at that, Not Bad Chad. Not Bad Chad going to be in Chase's corner for this tag team match. Also coming up, as I mentioned earlier, the Science Marcus Smith goes one-on-one with the Bone Dawg Bryce Akers, and we continue the best of 7 series between Skye Blue and 0-1. 0-1 still leads, but Skye Blue coming back fighting. Can Skye close the gap, or is this going to be the week that 0-1 takes the whole thing home? Plus many more coming your way this Saturday night, folks. As always, a big thank you to all of you out there in the Premier Planet for your continued support. Remember, you can continue to support us by following us all over social media, and if you haven't already done so, log on to PremierProWrestling.com, click the on-demand link, and start your 2-week free trial of PPW On Demand today. Then once your 2 weeks expire, it's just the low cost of $4.99 per month to stream all the PPW content your heart desires. So again, PremierProWrestling.com, click the on-demand link, start that 2-week free trial today. Log on, Premier Planet. As for all of us here at Premier Pro Wrestling, thank you, Premier Planet. I'm Justin Barlow, and we will see you folks out here this Saturday night for Premier Pro Wrestling.